Yo. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's your boy Shamari back with another episode of the TRT Underdog League. Has Coach Buster McThunder and the Purdue Boilermakers taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks in another SEC matchup as we approach the SEC Conference Championship.
What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will go on the attack first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to...
Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Boilermakers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Arkansas's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
On the run, in Savage. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Razorbacks will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Offense in a bunch formation. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now here, second and long. Might be changing the route. Second down, he'll throw it. The short hands, it's Weaver. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stewart. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. Tight end now in motion. They'll try the run. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Rides the back and leaves it. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Savage. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Talking to coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Smith. Finds some fresh air. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Boilermakers! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Callow. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run play action. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third down, he drops to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, floated high, and it's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Smith. Oh, better look out. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Gonna let it fly. He caught it. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Purdue!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. He's got the tight end.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the 1st half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Open space at the 25. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Smith. Turning it on. Crosses midfield. The 30. Past the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great. So, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
And the Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for space. It's Savage. Makes a man miss. Got the first down and still on his feet.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That player is so lucky he did not put that football on the ground. What a tackle by that defender. Phenomenal individual effort getting that tackle for loss.
Floats it out in space. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep
reels it in down the left side. Finds a seam. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Purdue!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. James Madison is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Harrisonburg, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over Louisiana Tech.
The give out of the gun. Breaks into the open. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the tight end. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Razorbacks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stewart. Racing down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Once he got some room, it was over.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off play action on 1st down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it, using the quick game. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. To the ground with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. To the air on 2nd down. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. They bring him down, but not only do they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage, too.
And the offense got exactly what they wanted. They got the look. They dialed up the play. Everything was going great until they forgot to hold on to the football.
Yeah, it's plays like that that end up losing you games, right? And this is an offense that has playmakers, and they can create explosive plays, and they got one right there, but you just have to finish. You got to have better ball security. Give the defense credit, though. They forced the takeaway and changed momentum.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Purdue!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Finds his man. It's Savage. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Pulls it in. It's Finch. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also...
There he goes! And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. On the direct snap, it's Stevens. Picks up the first down. Oh, a lot of space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Power football with the run. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville.
Crazy.
And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential.
And yes, just so y'all know,
and with that, let's hear another hog call and send it back to the guys in Razorback Stadium.
Y'all like to tune into the other games that I've played as well. They're all on my channel. The playlist Coach Buster McThunder is the TRT Underdog League. If any of you guys know anybody that plays college football that would like to join a league, you know what I'm saying, just go ahead and comment, you know what I'm saying, or go add me, subscribe to me, and add me on PSN. You know, shoot me a message that you want to add, you want to join. You know, I'll definitely add you guys in. It's about 12 of us right now, gearing in from the end of.
The Boilermakers will kick it away to crank up the second half.
Tweet said we'll be bringing it back. It'll be another TRT Underdog League. So I'd like to be a part of that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
I really appreciate it.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45.
At half, we are at almost 400.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Direct snap. It's Smith. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Smith. Turning it on. He'll work his way down to the 28.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Zings it complete to the right. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Purdue! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
If not the Heisman, something.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Under fire. Right on the money. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. They'll run it from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Razorbacks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Finch. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Fires to the wideout. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. After an unproductive first half and opening drive in the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a 1st down. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Back to pass. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle, it's right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
This is kind of like Vegas and gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You've set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money, but you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll do it himself. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. These red zone trips, red has meant stopped. They've gotten nothing in 3 previous tries. Quarterback on the keeper. And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. They come to the line on 3rd and goal, looking for their first points of the day.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollack.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Gets it past the marker. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Nice move to keep running. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. On the snap, it's Stevens. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
The Boilermakers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. To the air on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Boilermakers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. The RPO, it's complete.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch.
And that ball is live in the backfield. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. The offense fortunate to still have the ball, but also facing a big third down. Looking to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Razorbacks are flying down the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Back to pass on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's looking to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. No good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give him a different look.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Now the play fake. He's got his man across the middle. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Finch.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around, and maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The short hands, it's right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Smith. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Across the 45. He's loose. Running inside the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Let's go, right. Back to throw, it's James. Pocket breaking down. He'll throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The play action fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
Well, you can't blame this offense for wanting to be aggressive. They're down by a lot on the scoreboard here, and that time going 4 verticals, trying to stretch the defense, see if someone can get open. But, David, the defense was expecting.
There he goes. He has the first and still on his feet. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Behind the chains now on second and long. To the air, it's James. Caught over the middle, it's Holly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the give, looking for room.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Got a man, it's Holly. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And some room to work. Turning it on. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Fires to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Snaps it in the shotgun. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Going for 6. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's James. Here's the pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You can see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Bringing the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Holly. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you could tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Had to pass, you know what I'm saying? Why would we pass the ball when we ran for 630? You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. Like 700 yards rushing this game. What's the point of passing? I passed to see touchdown-wise. Keep my boy in the game, but ain't really no need to pass. Still back to 300, 80%, 6 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying?
It's the road, dude. This ain't no steak pop. This is 5 and 5 right there. Who told you fishy? I thought it was steak property. Steak?
Yeah, rushing the single game, rushing yards.
This ain't no steak pop. This is 5 and 5.
Purdue's, SEC's.
I thought it was steak property.
I get it.
Steak? Steak? It's the road, dude. This ain't no steak pop. This is 5 and 5 right there. Who told you fishy? I thought it was steak property. Steak? Steak? It's the road, dude. This ain't no steak pop. This is 5 and 5 right there. Who told you fishy? I thought it was steak property. Steak? Steak? It's the road, dude. This ain't no steak pop. This is 5 and 5 right there.
Like I said, just have to do it one time for the one time. Put Purdue name in the books. You know, that's good. I know we in the Big Ten. No, I mean we in the Big Ten, but I didn't do it.
I thought it was state property.
This season I might be.
Steak. It's the road.
Yeah, pass me
This
up.
ain't no steak pop. This is 5 and 5 a day. Who told you fish here? I thought it was steak property. Steak. This. Steak. It's the road, dude. This ain't no steak pop. This is 5 and 5 a day. Who told you fish here? I thought it was steak property. Steak. This. Steak. It's the road, dude. This ain't no steak pop. This is 5 and 5 a day. Who told you fish?
All right. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I greatly appreciate y'all. Everything that y'all do, greatly appreciate it. Please make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure y'all go to Twitch and follow and subscribe. We will be tuning in tomorrow morning at 6:15 with Warframe. So if y'all like other games like Warframe, if you want to just check it out, you know what I'm saying, come tune in with me as I do our the weekly challenges. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. It's your boy Shamari. We out. Peace.